Not my fault. Got to pick it up here.
Trying to steal sandwiches from Starbucks now. You're stepping on cords.
He's gone off the deep end. All right, Coach, 27 minutes and some clutch time for Zion last game. What can we expect tonight? How does the workload grow or change?
It's still really left up to the medical staff, and we will observe the game and observe him doing the game and see how it's going. And, we'll make decisions from there.
Limited practice time. How do you bring along a guy that missed so much time and is in his rookie year? How do you add to the repertoire?
Well, first of all, he spends a lot of time, even on days off, doing conditioning things, and we spend a lot of time with him going through offensive and defensive concepts. So, it's a process. We're pretty simple as a team offensively and pretty simple defensively too, so it's not going to take a lot of time for him to gather the information that he needs.
The Cavaliers coming off a big win, snapped a nasty losing streak for them. What do you see out of Kevin Love, MPJ, and this team that you need to be ready for this evening?
Oh, well, Kevin Love has been an all-star. That's all you need to know. And he shot the ball exceptionally well the other night. They've got two young guards that's, really trying to learn everything that they're trying to do. They're in a brand new system and everything, but they play extremely hard. Tristan Thompson is one of the leading offensive rebounders in the league. That's an area where we struggled a little bit last week, so we'll have to keep him off the board and keep them off the board in general. But, they've got a great coach, and they play extremely hard, and so you better be ready to play, and you better be ready to get back in transition. We watched the other day, and Kevin Love rebounded the ball and before dribbling it through two bullet passes down for layups. So that's another area that we've got to get down. But they're well coached. They're going to play extremely hard. And, sometimes you can't look at a team's record and it tells the whole story.
Coach, I'd like to ask you about someone who's just gone about his business each and every night, but what has Josh Hart meant to your team until this point?
Well, he's a typical Villanova player. If anybody that's watched Villanova, they know what I'm talking about. They're hard-nosed guys that play extremely hard. They make winning plays in the game, offensively or defensively, and so he's just one of those guys that we put him out there for a certain amount of minutes. He's going to have a real positive impact on the game.
What does aside from just his athletic skill, what does Zion do to lift the players around him and make you guys a better team?
He just have the it factor, I think. He's all about the team. He's going to play hard. He's going to do things that help other guys become better. And he's a good guy that teams come first. And I think anytime you have that attitude of team first, and you put him out there, he's going to help guys become better.
How's he, all the attention he's getting, how's he handling that?
He's a very mature guy for his age. For a 19-year-old, he's extremely mature. I think one of the things he's going to have to learn to do is say no, and I think that's hard for him. There's always a line of people outside every hotel or every restaurant he's in, and I think he's going to have to be a little protective of his own private space sometime. But, he's just a great kid that, he enjoys the game of basketball. And, he's doing something that he's been wanting to do since he was 4 years old, and that's play games in the NBA.
How do you feel about his leadership skills at this point?
I don't think he needs to be judged with his leadership skills right now.
Yeah.
We have J.J. Redick that have played on and played in this league 13 years. We have Drew Holiday. We have guys, Derek Favors. We have things that's not anything that we need to put on his shoulders right now.
Coach, what's been the difference in your team's play from mid-December to now? They seem to be hitting a stride.
We actually weren't playing that poorly when we lost 13 in a row. I know you guys are going, what? But we weren't. We had a tough time finishing games, but we played good basketball. We just had stretches in there, 5-minute stretches, 7-minute stretches that gave team separation, or we gave up lead in those situations. But I think now we've been able to get over the hump in some of those games and finish those games out. And this is kind of a confident lead, that you win a few games and You think you can win them all. You lose a few games, you think you're never going to win again. So our guys have been really good at just staying the course. Even when we went through the 13-game losing streak, no one really, we didn't fragment at all. We kind of stayed together, and everyone felt like that, you know, somewhere along the line that we'd hit our stride and we would start to win some games.
You touched on the play of Tristan Thompson just a bit, just about him on the boards, but what else have you seen in his play in this ninth season of his?
Oh, I think he's just gotten better all around. You know, I think he's become a much better offensive player. You know, he seems to finish a lot better around the basket now. But you know, it's staple is always going to be, you know, his defense and his offensive rebounding, and you know, he does a lot of intangible things. You know, he makes the plays that you really don't see in the stat sheet that help you win games. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.